Super. So very warm welcome, my darlings, to Nervous System Codes Masterclass. For this masterclass, I received 45 signups. Most of the ladies live busy life. Welcome to the 21st century. So I would like to really warmly welcome those of you who are here. And those of you who couldn't come live, that's totally fine. All of you going to receive recording straight after this call, which going to be available for 48 hours, so 2 days. You know what? Let's take a little breath together. I really need it. And what I want us to do, I want us to rub our hands, just activate this Reiki energy as we always do in my events and circles. And just land one hand on the heart, another on your belly or womb space. Close your eyes for a moment. And just inhale through the nose. Exhale through the mouth. A few times breathe with your belly. Bring yourself fully to here and now. And ask yourself, how am I feeling at this very moment? How am I feeling right now? Maybe this question is, you haven't asked this question today. Maybe you haven't asked this week because the life got so busy. How am I really feeling? And see what wants to come up. Also notice if you can sense the areas in your body that feels expansive and the areas that feels more contracted. Just notice. Gentle awareness. And bring your body to this very space by sensing smells around you, hearing the sounds, feeling fabric on the skin. And I like to bring myself to the space by giving a little hug or stroke, just like I like this grounding squeeze, so I know that I am safe, I am here. I'm gathering all the pieces that I left different places throughout the day here to this very moment. And whenever you're ready, feel free to gently open your eyes, very gently. And fix your gaze to somewhere in your room. Maybe there's a flower, a candle. Just fix your gaze there. Look around, ceiling, walls. Just get familiar with the room that you are in. The simple practice really helps us to land, to arrive to this very moment. And presence, it's very big key in nervous system regulation. So when we are a little bit more present now, we can start. This masterclass, it's completely different to what you already used to. I have not that many notes, and my intention here is to really talk from the heart. My intention here is not to coach you. My intention here is not to give you lots of fancy scientific names, how we can explain how the nervous system works in our body. My intention here is to share my story and show you how you can help yourself to regulate your nervous system and receive more wherever that you want to receive in life. So when I choose the the topic for the masterclass, it comes in a very mysterious ways topics. I'm not like preparing business plan and saying January will be this topic, February this topic, or March this topic. I really open the million eyes of intuition, and I'm sensing what is currently happening in the field, in the Circle of Women community, in my Instagram DMs, what's coming up when I'm working with one-on-one clients. And for the past few months, the topic of nervous system, vagus nerve, it's something that was coming to me over and over again. When I go to meet my friend for a coffee, when I have a chat with one-on-one client, I just see the books about nervous system regulation everywhere. The topic was all around me. And I said, okay, it means it's clear that now is time to share my story connected to nervous system regulation. The beginning of my work with women, beginning with my work with the body, with embodiment, started 11 years ago when I finished women's yoga therapy teacher training in India, in Goa. And back then I think I was super regulated. I had my pranayama practice, I had my asanas, I knew how to meditate. I would go to have Ayurvedic massages. So I think I was doing really well. And you know when the shit hit the fan? When I pushed this baby out into existence. Then the world started to really crumble. I remember I woke up in the morning, the baby is crying, I am without sleep, there is a bunch of work that needs to be done, and cleaning and everything, and the cats meowing, they want food, and everything was, I was just like that. I know, like a dog, I wouldn't know where to go and what to do and where to start doing the daily chores. Then I figure out, okay, I really need some serious help now, because I cannot be a good mother, and I cannot be a good wife, and I cannot be a good friend to myself when I'm functioning in this way. So then I started digging deeper how I can support my body, my nervous system when I am so busy. I am not this 20 years old chick that traveling all around the world and has like 24 hours for herself. Now I am responsible businesswoman and a mother and a wife and the owner of 10 cats. So I really need to find practices that are quick, that works very well, and it's super easy to do. And the more I started sharing this with my friends, the more I figure out that so many women right now is the nervous system is like, oh, screaming like this, because we wake up most of the time with alarm. The first sound, like wee, 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 already nervous system is like this, what's happening? What's happening is danger, danger, danger. Then we turning on the phone or the computer. There is plenty of news now, right? Even though I'm not following all these crazy channels, but the information is coming from all the places of the world telling us what's happening there. The tsunami, the earthquake, the war, the rape, this, wow. So I woke up like for 30 minutes or 1 hour, and that's already, wow, it's so much, right? And then, of course, I'm not talking about all of the problems that's happening. So it's a lot. To be 21st woman with regulated nervous system, it's really a luxury nowadays, and it is our birthright. So when our nervous system dysregulated, how we feel? We feel in different way, depends what body constitution you have, if you are Vata, Pitta or Kapha from Ayurveda, but most of the time we feel unmotivated, we have foggy memory, we feel sluggish, we don't want to socialize, we're procrastinating things, we're sleeping bad, we are snappy. Can you feel yourself there sometimes? When your nervous system is beautifully regulated and is really blooming, how we feel. We want to socialize. We have lots of creativity. We want to do. We want to create. We have this this inner man that wants to do things. Yeah, we sleep very well. We remember things. We feel not necessarily chilled and just zen and relaxed like after a good joint. No, we know how to deal with emotions, because it's a myth that we women need to be very calm and chilled and regulated, right? No, regulation means that if anger comes, we know how to channel the energy of the anger and use it as a fuel to make things done. to do the certain changes, to create something. Yeah, if something pisses us off, okay, I'm gonna create something to fix the situation. I'm gonna create a masterclass, of course. I'm gonna have this uncomfortable conversation, yeah? Instead of, oh, I cannot be angry, I can be only sad. So we see regulated nervous system, it doesn't mean that we are super, super chilled and sweet. We know how to deal with emotions and use them for the highest good. So now, my darlings, we have three nervous systems. I'm not gonna go too scientific, I promise. We got three nervous systems. We got involuntary nervous system. Involuntary nervous system, it simply means that this nervous system that we cannot control much is the one that really controls our body. The movement, the digestion, the functioning that's happening there, yeah? Then we have sympathetic nervous system. So this is like a more masculine nervous system, yeah, more young, impulse. We have the motivation to do the things. This nervous system keep us safe. In the past, it would keep us safe from tigers and lions. Now it simply keeps us, yes, safe from other sort of danger. But we don't need that much of this nervous system because we don't have like crazy dangers as before when we used to live in the jungles, right? So the beautiful nervous system that we want to learn how to activate more in this masterclass in order to receive what we desire to receive, we need to work with parasympathetic nervous system, okay? Parasympathetic nervous system is responsible for calmness, for motivation, for rest, digestion, right? So the magic happens when we are in parasympathetic nervous system. This is where all the magical manifestations come into existence. This is when the babies are made, when we are relaxed in the lovemaking, yeah, when we are in parasympathetic nervous system. This is where the creation, the birthing of something new happens. I work quite a bit with sex magic, and also sex magic is all about bringing us into parasympathetic nervous system so we can create our desires into existence during the lovemaking. Yeah, I also work very close with yoga nidra, and the goal of yoga nidra is to also move us to parasympathetic nervous system so we can set intention and visualize our dreams and do some magic there. Okay, so. Nervous system is quite a big word right now on TikTok, on Instagram, we see it everywhere. And the most important, the biggest word connected to nervous system is vagus nerve. I heard about vagus nerve in my yoga teacher training 11 years ago, but I never really analyzed what is happening there until I started working with Tantra. And what I figure out that vagus nerve is so freaking important for us women because it starts at the bottom of the brain. It goes all the way down our spine. It connects with tiny little nerve endings to almost every single organ, and it finishes very, very close to our cervix, the deepest point of our vaginal canal. In Tantra, we also call it the heart of our yoni. What does it mean? It means that vagus nerve and nervous system regulation is so connected to our sexuality, first of all, to the safety to relax, safety to feel safe, to open up, to trust, to be penetrated by men, by life, to feel all this multiple body orgasmic feelings. We need to be safe. If we don't feel safe, if the nervous system feels in danger, we cannot feel all these beautiful feelings that we are wired to feel in this existence. So that's what, when we are working with the vagus nerve, we're not only working so we are calm and relaxed and we know how to deal with emotions and we can open a channel for manifestation. We're also creating safety in our body so we can start feeling more of beautiful, pleasurable things. Okay. Now, when let's say, making love, everything is going good, we feel quite safe, and then there's one point when it's like, I think I'm going too much, I'm going too far. Okay, it's enough, it's too many sensations, thoughts starting to come in. I cannot do it anymore. Let's have a break or just stop it, you know? So this is where your nervous system ceiling comes up. It means that your nervous system was safe to receive until here, and now we cannot go anymore. So nervous system ceiling is something that we want to stretch, we want to expand. Also, in meditation, what I noticed when I did my first Vipassana retreat, the silent retreats, the 7-day silent retreat in Thailand, I noticed that there were certain stages in meditation that I was very excited to go. It's like, wow, it's first time I went deep, deep, deep into the meditations after hours and hours sitting in this monastery. And I would reach a certain state when I feel that my consciousness opens. It's like planets floating around and colors and symbols, like I'm reading some another universe. And I would reach one point. I know like there's something more, and there's something more, and there's something more. But I feel that, okay, I feel that I'm scared to go further. I feel that something, I don't know what's going to happen. Maybe my brain gonna explode or I'm gonna collapse. I feel that I desire, but I cannot. And in love making the same, I want to go deep. I know there is waiting so much more pleasure just over there, but like, oh, I cannot. So this is the ceiling. This is the ceiling that we want with the practices to push up so we can reach more. Okay, and soon we're going to talk about manifestation also, how we have ceiling in our manifestation. We can do the mindset work, we can do visualizations, vision boards, but if our ceiling is here to receive, that's it. We're going to receive that, and we cannot jump over this certain amount of money in the bank account or amount of clients, because our ceiling is here. It means that our nervous system feels safe to be here. And nervous system is designed to keep us safe, first of all. Nervous system is not designed to empower us, to make us feel bigger, brighter, bolder. No, the goal of nervous system is to keep us safe. And where is the safe space? The safe space is where it's familiar. We know everything, what's going to happen. We can calculate, this is the safe space. So we slowly need to talk with nervous system and say, look, I am ready. I am ready. I am ready to go deeper. We can do that, So we're connecting the nervous system with the body. Okay. Father figure, it's very, very important in nervous system regulation. Mother figure is connected with feminine energy, yeah, with pleasure, with the way we feel like if we if we want to express ourselves in a beauty way, clothing, jewelry, all these things, yes, sensuality, creativity. Now, father figure is mainly safety. So your nervous system, the ceiling, can be very much connected with your relationship to father and how your father feels safe or not safe to you. My father was not non-existent. So when I was 10 years old, he left us, and then we had 10 years of zero conversation. So it was a crucial chapter in my life, and my dad was so needed in my teenager years, and I had like even no phone call, nothing. So, of course, my nervous system was very, very shaky. And then I started traveling. I never felt like a home, grounding. I was nomad for such a long time. So, obviously, I had to do some serious work. And all of these wounds came up when I became mother. Surprise, surprise. The karma came back. My dad is to me. How I'm going to deal now? What I learned. Did you learn the message? You chose your father for a reason. So, it came back big time. And I'm even feeling hot telling this. So, father, if your father was not present, if your father couldn't hold space for your feelings, for your emotions, for your tears, for your tantrums in a grounded, embodied, rooted way, what happens then? Very often later in years, we are not capable to hold space for ourselves. If our dad would send us to the room when we cry or when we throwing the tantrums, we would try to, later when we grow up, we would try to escape also the situation. Maybe by reaching for wine, maybe Netflix, maybe going for a run, whatever. Just, I need to do something because I just don't want to feel that. That's not nice, So Father figure is very important. We are not here to blame our fathers. They did the best with their understanding, right? It's really not about that. But now what we can do the inner child work. And inner child work, okay, we can, there's a million books written about that, but one piece that I want to share here, it's connected to nervous system, is really asking, and you can ask yourself now, with what kind of emotions I'm struggling to be present? With sadness, with your anger, with your jealousy, with your rage, with your tiredness, complaints. With what kind of feeling? It's easy to hold space for certain emotions, and then it's much harder for other ones. When I would feel tired, for example, myself as tiredness and laziness, I would always need to do something because I felt not safe to rest. I felt that I'm going to be criticized, I'm going to be judged, because this is what my dad would do when I would be, just lazy, chilling. Because dad would always doing something super productive. So ask yourself, for what kind of emotion, feeling I'm a little bit struggling to hold space for. Maybe you need to meditate on this a little bit and feel into that, but something will come up for sure. So when we're working within our child, we really want to hold space, learn how to hold space for us. Maybe it can be part of your morning practice. Maybe in the evening you just lay down in bed, in the beginning of the skull, one hand on the heart, one hand on the belly, and we just feeling what's happening there, what kind of emotion is present, where it's located, what is the color, what is the shape, is it cold or hot? Just hold space for that. So this is a very, very big piece of inner child healing, holding space for you. Your dad's supposed to do this for you. If he did very well, you might not struggle to hold space for you. If he struggled to do that, that will be a big, big task, but it's going to be really game-changing. So the father wound and inner child work is really crucial piece in nervous system regulation and in your own embodiment. The way I work with embodiment with my clients, I work with 3-step process. The first step is healing. So we're working with mother wound, father wound, inner child, sister wound. Yeah, we're really working with the trauma part. The second part, after we did that, we're working with how to explain it, like the integration piece. And integration is when we're doing now the nervous system stuff with tapping, with breathing, with yoga nidra. We're working with integration, and then the embodiment happens. We cannot straight go to embodiment if we haven't looked what is under the carpet, what is the wound there, what we need to learn there, what is the message there, what is the learning. Then we regulate the nervous system around that, and then we embody the new upgraded version of us. Okay. When we're starting to say, okay, I know my wounds, I'm conscious woman, I've done my work as much as I could, I know where my mom failed, I know where my daddy failed, I know my connection with other women, I already uncovered quite a bit of stuff, so I am aware of this. Now we need to start doing the integration part, okay? So for men, I would say, okay, the nervous system regulation, do your yoga, do your breath work, do this, do that, wonderful. Now, we women, we know we are cyclical beings, and we talked a number of other master classes and gatherings that our body changes and the hormone changes so much. So we have the 4 cycles, menstrual cycles, right? The menstruation, premenstrual, post-menstruation, right? So it is very, very beautiful and powerful to connect your nervous system regulation to different phase of your menstrual cycle. If you're not bleeding, I always say you should connect your inner work with different season of the moon. Okay, I'm gonna just look at the chat in a moment. I'm just gonna finish this piece. So what does it mean? When we are bleeding and we have so little energy and we are really, really lethargic and we don't want to leave the bed, and someone says, You have to regulate your nervous system, so now you have to do the emotional alchemy practice and smash the pillow and scream to the cushion and take your baseball stick wherever and just do the things, it's not gonna work because now your hormones are so low. Now you really need something different. So what you can do when you bleed, how you can regulate your nervous system. For me, the most beautiful practice during the bleed is yoga nidra. All you need to do is to come in your shavasana, your dead man's pose, receive the guidance, relax your nervous system, activate the important energy centers. You are the witch then. Your witchy qualities are at the peak. This is the time when you can manifest the new existence also. So when you are deep, deep, deep into this parasympathetic nervous system in Yoga Nidra, when you feel that you are in between being awake and being sleepy, this is the time when you need to visualize, see, feel the existence that you want to manifest for the next moon cycle or in general this year, right? So use this precious portal of being in between the voids, in between the worlds to really go deep into this parasympathetic nervous system, into this trance kind of feeling, and use this for manifestation. Okay? Then after bleed, when we're starting to be more like a goddess-like and the hormones, progesterone, testosterone, everything starts to rise, we can start to do more active practices. We can start to do our restorative yoga, a little bit of movement here and there. We can start socializing, doing the fun things, slowly incorporating practices that brings more movement, because we want to stretch our body after being on bed for 5 days in the best case scenario, right? So a little bit something active. And now summer. Summer is the crucial point in nervous system regulation. So important. The bleeding days are the insanely important, and your ovulation. 2 points when you really need to do your best. So during the bleed, chill, relax, drink your cacao sita, go into trance, visualize, just take it flat. Okay? Now, what we can do in summer. According to my mentors who work so much in nervous system regulation, there's plenty of TED Talks done about the one amazing practice that can regulate our nervous system so fast, and not only regulate our nervous system, but release trauma that we stored in our body. So all the past relationships, we're storing everything what happened, everything. So we need to somehow release that in order to lift the ceiling, yeah? The best thing, my loves, what you can do to regulate your nervous system is play. The more your inner child is wounded, the more you're gonna reject play. The more you're gonna say that it's not productive, it's silly, it doesn't make sense, I don't have time for this. So this is where the real inner child work starts. And if you could incorporate play in your life, in the community, then you're going even 1 mile further. So think, my love, how you could incorporate more play and community in your life right now. Dancing, ecstatic dance, singing circles, laughter yoga, some funny yoga classes that you know that this teacher is always making fun and you have the best time ever. We all seeing fun in different ways. So you need to ask yourself what is fun for you, and is it possible to bring community piece to the fun? Drumming. Yeah, so many things that you can do. Skinny dipping with your girlfriends. So think about that. It's really important. And when we do these fun activities in the community, when we allow ourselves to turn off the brain and really be in the body and laugh and giggle and move our body and breathe, this is where we release the trauma, the heaviness of being the adult, all of the tough stuff that we gathered through the months and years of our existence. This is where we're releasing and open new space to expand our nervous system to receive. After ovulation, the hormones drops down one day, and what's happening? I want to cry and I want to smash the plates. Again, depends what dosha you are. I want to cry because I am Vata. Pitta, more fire, wants to smash the plates, and Kapha, more grounded doshas, they are like, nothing is really happening. So what we can do now, this is the time, autumn is the time for alchemy practice. Alchemy, it means emotional alchemy. It means we're taking one emotion that is the most present, the rage, the anger maybe come up, the deep sadness, maybe the grief, the topic of this autumn, yeah, the premenstruum, and we sit with this emotion, we face to face, so intimately, so close to this emotion, so present. We're staying with this emotion for 2 songs at least, without judging, without, we just holding space, as if we activate this inner man as the father, yeah? We're holding space without doing anything, holding space. And then for another song, you can match the song to the emotion. We're doing the alchemy practice. So we allowing this emotion to be as expressed as we possibly can. If you feel anger, scream to the cushion, smash this cushion, yeah? If you feel rage, put the saddest song, if you feel sadness, put the saddest song ever and have a good cry. A good cry. Yeah. If you feel that there's some other emotion, again, how you can match the song to this emotion, how you can really hyperbolize this emotion, express this emotion even more. Okay. And the third step is the embodiment, yeah? We did the healing, we stayed with the emotion, we did the integration, we expressed that. Now it's time to embody. So then you sit in the meditation for a moment, you allow for another song, and you allow that energy to move through your body, and you allow this fuel that you created to be used for the highest good. So then normally very clear downloads happening to me. What conversation I need to have, what I need to create, what kind of content post I need to write now, what I need to do next in order to use this medicine for the highest good of me, or for you, for us. So you feel, you sit with it, you express, and then you meditate and see what is the download, what is the guidance, the next step. Yeah. Okay, coming to the chat now. In my experience, most of the men struggle to show and hold emotions. They would rather say, oh, come on, don't cry, or what are you crying? Don't be so weak, or they even walk away. So I'm wondering if there are really father who can hold space for these emotions. There are. And not to sound like very fancy, I am blessed to have Michael and my husband in my world, because he is really phenomenal father. And what I noticed that very often he can hold space much more for Kai's tantrums, for Kai's tears. Like I am going all like, oh my God, I don't know what to do. Like, oh, we need to leave the school because he's crying. Like today we went there and Kai was really crying in his new school, you know, and I'm like, okay, like my world is crumbling. What I need to do now? And Michael, it's okay. He will be good. Look, he stopped. I'm like, okay. So there are really men who can hold, but they had a fantastic father in their life, which is the biggest blessing ever, or they did the work. In Michael's life, again, father was almost non-existent, but he did lots of healing work. So it depends, you know, how man is open for that. But trust me, there are men, there are men, there are men. In my experience, it was my mom who held space for my emotions, and she's still doing that. So that's also a very big blessing to have mommy like that. And again, of course, we are multitasking women, and if we unconsciously sometimes, if we see that man is not doing his job, of course, we're stepping forward and we're doing what needs to be done, holding space. Or maybe if men, you know, not making money, okay, let's roll the sleeves. We need to make money to feed the family, right? If there's no, you know, provider figure. So we can do everything, but it's very hard to do everything, you know. But the more we learn how to hold space for ourselves for different range of emotions, the more easy, of course, it becomes to hold space for the beloved, for the children, for their tantrums, for their emotions. But we need to put ourselves together, you know. Manal shares, my husband does it with my daughter, and it's beautiful to witness. I don't think it's a mom or dad thing. I think all parents should be able to do that for their kids. We both had to learn love, and I can see how safe my daughter feels to challenge herself and go through difficult times, because she knows we have her back, and she has a space to come back to. I know Manal very well, and I'm always in awe listening her stories on how she holds space for her daughter. So it's a very beautiful share, and very beautiful to witness that in your life, Manal. And I agree with you. You know, it's not really a mom's or dad's role. I agree with that, and you know why? Because we do have a man within us, don't we? And the man in our life, we got woman within us. So of course, there is no like, it's your task and this is my task. We're not doing this like super old school feminist kind of thing. No, we're learning how to flow, how to share the, responsibilities. This is the fluidity. Yeah, it's not like straight lines. This is how it flows, right? So I agree with that. But again, if we look to the masculine principle, the masculine principle is young, is earth. It's it's like a tree trunk. I am here. You are safe with me. I can hold everything what the life gonna throw to you, you know? So this brings the safety. That's why meditation is a very masculine practice, because it holds space for everything. It brings us safely into our body. While the feminine principle, it is more creativity and play and slightly different emotions that we play with. You know, there is like action. There's not this very small movement. Yeah, it's not this boom safe. Okay, so moving forward. Feel free to share in the chat. I love listening your realizations, aha moments. Also, maybe something you don't agree with me. I'm very always open to discuss. So another thing what I wanted to share with you is boundaries. Yeah. Boundaries is also a very, very important piece of divine feminine embodiment puzzle, and in nervous system regulation puzzle as well. So boundaries can be toxic when we like cutting people from our life, when we just saying, okay, I don't want to deal with you, you are too much for me, by releasing the people that's a little bit uncomfortable to be with, so you can do it in a very unconscious way, and I see lots of people do that. But when we really bring consciousness to our boundaries, this is when we activating the healthy masculine within us. So after having some kind of father wound, we notice that, and now it's time to go one step further and start to work within our masculine. So we're incorporating boundaries. What is boundaries? We really becoming crystal clear what kind of people drains our energy, or like leaves us so empty, so drained, so exhausted. It can be places. For example, I cannot stand the shopping malls, and we don't have any in Ibiza. But if I go like Christmas shopping to Madrid or another big city, oh my God, after 2 hours, I'm like cooked out. The colors, the sounds, the smells, people coming, lots of people, lots of energies. Oh, it's a lot. So notice what kind of spaces drains your energy. And what kind of places really nurtures you. People, and how we can try to go as far away as possible from these people that drain us and spaces that drain us, and put us in the places that we really feel, for me is beach. The sound of the waves, the blue color, the sand. We are blessed here to be naked, like really connecting with the earth, sun. It just regulates me like that, and my child too. If we have a tough day, straight to the beach. 15 minutes, reset is done. Maybe it's a forest, lake, mountain. how we can spend more time there. So you see, the nervous system regulation can be a quick practice, like box breathing or meditation, but it can also, we need to think about the lifestyle more than about this quick fixing things, right? So think about that too. What kind of people, just feel so good to be with? And places and drinks and foods. Oh, I love my grandmother's borscht. I'm always cooking when I feel sad and I feel, so good. Emotional eating, the good emotional eating. So how we can bring more of this into our life. Boundaries. Also, when I'm talking about boundaries, it's very good for nervous system to release. So, every new moon, we like to release the stuff, from our existence, to cut energetic cords. But it's also very important to not just to cut like this. This is very toxic masculine. Out, 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 out. The feminine is like, come, let's talk. Let's have a chat. So we don't want just to cut these cords with all these people, We want to see, okay, what is the soul contract that I have with this person? Why this woman annoys me so fucking much? Why she's making me on fire every single time she posts or comes to the meeting, this teacher? Why? What's there? Sit with that. Don't just cut her off. She is mirroring something to you. And only wise woman can understand what is the lesson, what is the medicine, what is the learning. This is also where alchemy happening. So sit with these people. Also now I see women, it's a very like popular practice to cut the cords, and I do this with one-on-one clients. We cut them cords with the past lovers, especially if some traumatic event happening during the lovemaking. And very often women, I want to get rid of him. I don't want to see him in my dreams. I don't want him to message me anymore. I feel like going to throw up. I don't want him in my life. Yes, it helps for nervous system big time to release these people, but you're never gonna be able to take the weed out with the root if you haven't sat with the lesson, with the medicine, with the learning of the situation. What a terrible event made you understand about you, about boundaries, about self-love. Yeah. What he came into your life to teach you something. And once you've received the medicine, the real bittersweet medicine, and you found a place in your heart to feel thankful for that, this is when we can cut the cord and pull the weed out and open the space for something more beautiful to come in. Yeah. So whenever you cut the cords, you release something, you burn something under the light of new moon. Don't just cut like this. This is toxic masculine. Sit with that feeling. What this feeling gave you, what this event showed you. Yeah. Then we can really, really let go. Manal shares, I even found out that this first comes with the full moon. La Luna shows you and you work through it until new moon to cut it with love and sensitivity. Yeah, the full moon, everything comes up. The light, so much light, yeah. Everything is shining. All the stuff that you brush under the carpet is visible now. The light is shining. And yeah, you have to sit with that exactly, my love, until the new moon to cut the cord. Sometimes couple of moon cycles even. Beautiful. So this is what I wanted to share, but like just different angle to boundaries, okay? So maybe you also would like to write down, what you feel that you are ready to release. Like maybe this full moon is a very potent moon, the blood moon. It's a very karmic moon. It's really the moon when we release the shit out, like big time. Very, very big moon. Now we're entering into the witch season. We're opening the portal for the magic to happen, the shadow work. So sit with this moon, really sit with this moon, what you want to release, and really see the medicine. the learning, the lesson that you got this summer, this year, yeah, before releasing. Right. I wanted to talk with you also about 5 things what I did, and then we're gonna do a little bit tapping to finish the session, just to like bring everything into integration. So before the tapping, I want to share the 5 tips from my story, from my journey, what I did when after giving birth, and when I felt that, oh my God, am I really going to be now this depressive, anxious mummy that I've been working with before getting pregnant? I don't want that. So okay, what we can do then? Then I went into this all research and I implemented 5 habits into my life. The first habit, nourishing my body well. I noticed that I can, I'm skinny. I always been skinny. What I noticed that when I'm stressed, I don't want to eat. When I with lack of sleep, I don't want to eat. I eat whatever. What's sky left? The piece of chickpea, one little potato, and I'm good. So, and then I noticed that, wow, I'm not grounded. I'm like, oh, like this. So, I started to really, really nurture my body with food. And what this gives, the body feels safe. She started to know that breakfast gonna come at 8, lunch gonna come at 1, and the dinner gonna come at 6. So my nervous system and my body felt grounded and safe, knowing that food gonna come at this hour. So there's no stress that my nervous system needs to release. Okay, go hunt. I'm hungry. Go, 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 go. Fight or flight. Yeah, no, no, no. So food is very, very important. Grounding food and at the say similar hours if possible. Yeah. The other thing, what I started to do, by nature, I am a wonderful multitasker. A wonderful one. I can make my soup and send a voice message and then stroke my cat and do, we are very good in multitasking. Men can, they are far away from us. But is it good for our nervous system? The soup will never gonna be super, super tasty if you're also on the phone with your girlfriend while stirring the soup. Is gonna be too salty or not salty at all, or like something going to happen with the soup. So it's already scientifically proven that when we do one task at a time, we are so much better when we do multiple tasks. So for me, it really, really helped me to, okay, I know the cats are meowing, they need food, the floors are dirty, and I need to have a shower and I need to send a message. There are so many things that I need to do. Okay, one thing at a time. And the more I close my eyes to all what's happening around me and one thing at a time, it also brings me so much calmness and it would regulate my nervous system very, very fast. So monotasking instead of multitasking, beautiful thing to regulate your nervous system. The third thing, social media. I don't know what happened to my Instagram after giving birth, but before it was like babies, 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 always cute, always cute. And then the algorithm changed, and all I started to see is war. Now I'm seeing I'm not even like pushing there, but I see like a crazy, crazy, everything is so heavy, so, so heavy. And now like as much as possible, I'm just turning the Instagram, checking my DMs, posting what I need to post, and ciao. I'm not watching TV. I'd get rid of it long time ago, but now I see that all this TV news and the things are just coming to the social media. So again, those who are very, sensitive to information, to people, to energies, we really, really need to be very, very careful with what we receive, what we're putting into our body, because it shapes our reality, it shapes our existence, and it shapes our future. So be very, very careful with social media. I'm sure you are already knowing that, but maybe there will be an invitation to go even one step further, how you can, minimize that. Okay. So what else I've done? Decluttering. What I felt that my home is my safe space. And when I come back home, I want to feel I work from home. All the life happens in home. My husband Michael works from home. This is our everything. It's our temple, it's our office, it's our play place, it's everything here. So I really decluttered. I get rid of the stuff that doesn't make me happy, the dirty things, the old things, the too bright things. Like you see, my home is very nude, very pastel. I have lots of greenery here. I decluttered my wardrobe, got rid of the stuff that does not belong to new identity as a mother. So lots of like synthetic things that I still had from a long time, everything away, 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 minimizing things, simplifying things. It really, really helped me to be grounded and present and feel safe in this temple, not like overwhelmed by colors and all the things everywhere, minimizing. Another very, very big thing what I implemented that helped me so much is saying no to the hurry culture. No to the hurry culture and yes to slow living. There was a time again in my postpartum, early postpartum, when I felt that there is so much that needs to be done with my work, with my dreams, with my studies, with my projects, with Kai, with my beloved, so much. And I had a choice to make a choice. I go for all of it, like most of the mentors say, just go for it, like do everything. Do you have 24 hours the same time as Beyonce? So what you gonna do with your time? And I said, fuck no. And you know what I did instead? I made the herbal garden. First time in my life, I started nurturing my herbs and growing tomatoes and watermelon with my son. We made like a huge project, this garden, you know. And I started making my own bread. I knew that I have to create these master classes and do the things, but I know there's the time to do that, and there's the time to live my slow life, the life that really relaxes my nervous system, makes me so, so happy, and really calms me down. So gardening really, really helped me. So maybe something that you would like to think about too. And what else? Decluttering, no, to horticulture, social media, nourishment, multitasking. Yeah, the 5 things. This is the 5 tips for my personal embodied lived experience that really, really helped me to be sane in this crazy mothering years. I'm 3.5 years postpartum and I'm still keeping these tips here because it helps me big time. Okay. Okay, so the last piece that I wanted to share with you, okay, we have 30 minutes, perfect, good timing. The last piece I wanted to share with you is manifestation and abundance, how our nervous system is linked to this piece. This is cherry on the cake. I did quite a bit research, and what I found that 33% of people who won in lottery in couple of years going to get rid of all the money and go back to the same place where they were when they won the lottery. In 2002, there was a woman who won in England. She won 9 million pounds, 9 million pounds. 9 million pounds. She helped her daughter. She paid the mortgage. She did great things with the money. And in 2 years, what happened? She started gambling. She started to live lavish life. And after 2 years, you know where she ended up? She ended up living in the camper van. 9 million in 2 years. There are so many stories. I'm sure you already heard of how people lose money so fast when they win in the lottery. Why is this happening? Listen, we can manifest amazing things. But the question is if we're going to be able to hold these things. And our nervous system is responsible for holding that. The crazy money, the amount of clients, the love of your life, the promotion after promotion. Yeah. So that's why we do the nervous system work. So we can not only manifest, and stretch the ceiling of our nervous system capacity to receive and feel safe to receive that certain amount of money or this perfect man. But also we train our nervous system to feel safe to hold that. Yeah. So this is a very important piece. Now, when we're manifesting, it's a very important piece. When we're manifesting something, very often we can just throw numbers. I want to manifest 10K months. I want. But when I sit with my client and we really see how it feels, what she feels in her body when she thinks about 10K months, some woman feels, oh my God, it's so exciting. I feel excitement all over my body. It feels so great. I need that. I want it. I've got it. It's done. And some women just starts to cry and they say like, oh my God, I feel my chest closing. I feel my heart is racing. I feel sad because there can be some limiting beliefs that tells you that if you will have 10K months, you're not going to have time to spend with your child because you're going to be working. More money equals more responsibility. And your nervous system is not ready, not safe to receive this amount of responsibility. So the mindset work is also very, very linked to nervous system regulation, but it's not the same. Okay, so we need to always sit with these numbers, and we need, when we're manifesting something on the light of the new moon, don't just write down big things. Don't just write down those crazy dreams. Write down the stuff that feels right to your body. Like it feels kind of safe in your body. Safe in your body, okay? So if you visualize this house and just you feel, okay, I am in this house, I walk around. Does it feel like mine? Does it feel like safe? Does it feel good to be there? And if its body screams no, 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 you can do as many visualizations about this house is not gonna come because it's not safe in your nervous system to live in such a big house. Because maybe your nervous system thinks you're not gonna be able to keep it up. You need to have a cleaner. Can you pay for her? And no, 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 no. So write down the things when you're manifesting them or putting on the vision board, the things that right now feels, I can do that. Oh, it feels good. It feels right. I'm excited. Yeah. Work on manifesting these things, and while you will be continue working on your nervous system regulation and expansion, meanwhile, you manifesting the stuff, you will notice that the wall is stretching and you slowly capable to see and visualize and feel good with bigger number, with bigger clients, with dream clients, with bigger houses, bigger holidays, bigger things. So manifest things that feel safe in your body. Let me know if it makes sense or it's a little bit confusing. I would love to know. Again, the nervous system work is to keep us safe, not to make us thriving, not to make us growing bolder, bigger, brighter. Her job is to make us feel safe. So we need practices, different practices through different cycle, your menstrual cycle, yeah, that can help us to expand and stretch. And this is what we're going to do in a moment. We're going to do one practice that I love so much. It's called tapping, where we're activating different parts of our body and we're saying affirmations, positive affirmations that help us to expand our nervous system. Now, I chose one particular tapping statements that it's connected to manifestation of abundance. Okay, you can do with self-love, you can do with, you can work with a certain energy center where you feel that it's stuck. But today we're going to work in general with opening the portal for more abundance. So if there is any questions regarding to receiving, any questions actually before we do go into tapping, we can do that. There will be another time to share the questions in a moment. But if there's something that wants to come up, you can unmute yourself and share, or you can type it.
Thank you so much, Este, because for me, I came today not to learn more, but because this full moon was just crazy and I released so much and my nervous system felt really overwhelmed. And I just wanted to share that also I knew that this space, whether I learned something new or not, would be my safe space because I would see you, I would see other women. And this is also something that came up for me. Our community, our those circles, those safe space also is if we have that opportunity to be in those circle, this is for me what has been tremendous, like a shift also for me to be held. And for my nervous system, now she knows that the moment I'm held, the moment I step into this kind of circle and spaces, I'm safe. I'm safe. And then from there, I can process, I can feel, I can integrate because no matter what, I'm not alone. So even though when I step out of those spaces, the energy of this kind of safety is still there. So thank you. I just wanted to say that because for me, today was really about stepping into a safe space, no matter what was shared or learned, because I needed to see you. It's been a long time. I needed to feel that space, and in the process, of course, I always learn something with you. So it was like really thank you. This is really safety has been a big part of my life and about manifesting. When I understood, for me, I speak about frequency, how much frequency I can hold and I can vibrate at. And it was safety. Can I hold that? Do I feel safe to hold that abundance? Yes, I am. So can I hold that frequency for a while? Yes, I can. Then can I upgrade? Can I uh, like level up that frequency? And that has been also very amazing in my manifesting journey and you know, my personal life. So you know it's working, but it wasn't about going all the way up. It was about what can I hold right here, right now, and what I'm holding is enough for now because you have that vision, but can you hold it for a while? Just hold it, leave it, experience it. Then, can I hold a bit more? Oh yes, I still feel safe by holding more. And then that's why I understood with manifestation, you have to have the vision, but the goal is not to go as the fastest. The goal is to go the safest. And the moment you build those safety manifestation, like your vision comes alive. But not as a one big piece, but as a building blocks. So thank you for reminding us that. Thank you so much. I really needed that. So thank you, thank you, thank you.
Oh, thank you, Manal, for voicing this. Thank you for being the guest speaker because your share was like really big piece of the puzzle. So thank you for that. Man, and so it is. Look, I believe in quantum jumps. I believe in massive transformations, rapid growth, big changes. I believe. I witnessed that. I see this in my life and my clients' life. It's possible to do these quick jumps, but we can go there and we can lose it like that. That's why, in my opinion, it's better to do the steady step-by-step process so we can keep and build and keep and build. You know what you remind me? One more piece. And all this manifestation, what helped me also so much, and I think I share with you girls, all of you who are here actually, 1 foot in gratitude and 1 in desire. This is how we're building the blocks. So we are grateful, freaking grateful for what we have today, even though it's only a nice cup with Paddington with black tea from Betty's from England, or it's a big thing. Yeah. So on the bad days, I'm in the gratitude. On the good days, I'm desiring, stretching the ceilings. Yeah. So 1 foot in gratitude, 1 in desire. It's a very, very important piece in manifestation. And the circles, yes, the circles, this is where we feel, yeah, it's safe and sacred space to release, to be held, to relax. Again, it's amazing if we have partners in our lives who can hold space for the full multi-dimensional color archetypes that we are, that's great, because most of the time they're very comfortable with the maiden and lover, and when the queen comes in, it's who you think you are. So it's really nice to shine all these colors, of course, to have the safe space of your girlfriends, your tribe, that you come in and be and express who you truly are at that very moment. Women's circles, human circles, your tribe, your community. Again, we're coming back to the community piece. It's a crucial thing in the nervous system regulation. So important. So if you have a community, you are so blessed. If you don't have one, seek one, create one. You can join me with Women's Circle training, or you can just gather with the girls with the tea, and yeah, community. It brings so much safety. Tribe, it's tribe. We need tribe to feel safe. It's in our DNA, right? Okay, so we're going to do a tapping now to just bring everything into the integration. Tapping, you can do, I don't know who done tapping before. Have you done, my loves? Super good. If you are tapping virgin, don't worry, you are here for a treat. All is good. So it doesn't matter which, we're going to activate certain points in our body while saying some affirmations. So you can do with whichever hand. We're going to start with the hand. So I am right-handed, so I do with the left, but it really doesn't matter. So we do the hand, we're going to do the top of the head, the third eye, under the nose, chin, and the heart. Okay, and you're just gonna, you can keep your eyes open, you can close and open them sometimes, and just repeat with me, after me, affirmations that I'm going to share. So make yourself comfy. I'm gonna share a little bit of music. Can you hear the music or not really? Yeah, okay. And can you hear my voice? Good. Okay, so make yourself nice and comfortable. And we're going to start tapping our hand. So we just gently with 2 fingers tapping our hand. And repeat after me. Even though I'm feeling this anxiety, even though I am feeling this dysregulation, even though I'm worried I cannot hold and sustain more, I choose to love, honor, and appreciate myself. Now going for the brow, so in between your eyebrows. Even though I'm feeling this dysregulation, even though I feel that I cannot hold more, even though this workshop has highlighted so much for me, can continue with the eye and forward. I feel that these blocks are holding me back, that I never get what I desire. And I'm going to be at this level forever. Without my desire, I am stuck in the same place. And I feel stuck in my anxiety. I feel stagnation. And keep tapping, keep tapping. My nervous system might not be able to hold more. But I choose to remind myself that I am safe I can hold my desire. And I can begin to lean into that. It is safe to be in my body. It is safe for me to hold my desires. It is safe for me to hold abundance. Universe, trust me with these desires. And I can trust myself with these desires. I can hold and sustain them. Because I was born to hold with an ease. They are my divine birthright. I was born to manifest them in this lifetime. Experience them in my body. I trust in my desires. It's safe for me to hold them. It's safe to have more. It's safe to trust more. And I can thank my nervous system for keeping me safe. For protecting me. And for keeping me alive and well. My nervous system is beautiful. And I love my body and nervous system. We're no longer working as opposites. We're working in balance and harmony. We're working together to create abundance. One full of love. One full of safety. One full of alignment. And I welcome this into my life now. I breathe in regulation. And exhale anything that no longer serves me. I am regulated. Grounded. Rooted. Ready to receive more. Ready to hold more. welcoming this now. In my body, mind, and spirit. Notice how your body is feeling. Are there any emotions, memories? Some statements might felt so expansive and some contracting. Just hold space. Allowing gratitude to arise for all the blessings that you already have in your life. Can you crack your hearts open to what God has already provided? What you already manifested? Now is the time to desire and receive more. Because it's your birthright. Something came up, let me know. Let me know in the chat, or you can unmute if you feel that something wants to be shared. Tapping is a wonderful, wonderful practice that I love doing for myself. Shorter version, sometimes longer version. I like to do just flowing myself. Sometimes I use guidance like I just did to you. So it's a really safe thing to do by yourselves or bring to the circles. Affirmations, they are powerful because this creates reality. But if you at the same time activating such a powerful energetic spots in your body, the affirmations goes in your body so much deeper. It's already in you. It's happening. It's done. So, okay. I hope that you enjoyed this mini tapping session. And
I would love to share.
please go.
Yeah. So yeah, I would just like to thank you for this session. I even didn't really read, like it's similar like for Manale, that I didn't really read like what is the content about it. I just felt the call, yeah, it's time to join We Do a Space again. I'm going through a very emotional and very challenging moment in my life. Some big openings followed by contractions, and we spent summer in Europe. Now we are back in Morocco. I live in Morocco. Our daughter started school officially, and I feel in the really wrong place. um, I want freedom. I want exploration of all parts of me without any restrictions. And in the same time, I trust my path, and my nervous system has been extremely overstimulated back here in Morocco. Also, I'm connected with my man because I feel he's so stressed here. It was really, we had a beautiful, also challenging journey in Europe, and now he's back and is so stressed, like overstimulated anyway with his ADHD. But I feel we had to go through that because I had a big awakening like 3 nights ago when I started to make research and understood that our main issues we are handling in our family and couple life is the ADHD, which I haven't enough knowledge about it. And then out of the blue, I made some research, and then a coach popped up, and now we are starting ADHD and relationship coaching, what makes me feel really safe. But still, I was still in this shock system of, oh my God, what's going on? Although I know I can start to feel safe. So this session really helped me to ground. I had pain all over my body. Maybe you saw it. I had to move the whole session. I didn't find my position. Everything was hurting without any kind of physical reason of sport or something. And I started to tap very intuitively, like not following only your rhythm, but then I also felt the call, okay, I have to tap my back. And it's like, it feels like almost gone. So it's so much release. And it's exactly what also the other sister was sharing, that it's so precious to have these spaces. And I try to really create those spaces myself, like for myself, not as an offering. Before I felt like I have to offer spaces, I have to create circles. And now I feel I have to do it for myself, like to meet with a sister, go for a glass of bubbles next to the ocean or cacao, whatever it is, but to really now nourish myself and not this version of me I think I have to be for others. Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you, Sarah. So good to have you back in the space. I missed you. Thank you for your share. I know you're going through a difficult transition in your life, but as you said, every contraction brings closer to the birth of something new, right? This is what I would always repeating in my contractions. We are getting closer, one contraction at a time. We're getting there. Yay, another one. I'm closer, another. So you're getting closer to where you want to be in life, just one step at a time. And it's so beautiful what you shared about receiving about ADHD. First of all, actually, I wanted to mention that, so you remind me, ADHD and autism. When people have these two syndromes, what happens in the nervous system, the ceiling goes so much lower. So everything becomes so much more triggering, so our capacity, nervous system capacity to hold conversations, the colors, the just hold space for the problems that comes up, it gets so much lower. So for these people, nervous system work is really, really crucial to stretch the ceiling, and create an environment, the lifestyle that can really be grounding and calming and safe for their body. So again, we dealing with nervous system in different ways, especially these people, So it's very important to be aware also as a partner, how your man is dealing with the things, because his nervous system is different than yours, It's very good to know. And the mentor, the coach that you got is also a very big piece, because very often we desire big things, but we don't feel safe to receive. And receive not only the abundance, right? We talked about that, but receive help. I see this pattern so much in women. They doing everything themselves until they're bleeding and they are depressed and they are worn out and they don't have any libido, any desire, but they are superwoman. They did everything themselves. They cooked, they cleaned, they homeschooled, they did everything. So it's so revolutionary, and it's so beautiful and safe for your nervous system to say yes for help, wherever help it is. Maybe it is cleaning, but maybe it is a coach, as Sarah said. It can feel, but then you say, look, relax. This is the right step. And once you're there, then your nervous system, oh, finally, I can relax and be held. So receiving help is also receive this medicine. Allow yourself to receive help. Wherever help you need, you can find a way how to receive more of it. Everybody can. So do you. I trust you. So talking about help, if you need extra guidance with manifestation connected to nervous system, and if you feel like, okay, I love that, it's feel you speaking my language, what is the next aligned step? So yesterday night, I create a special offer. I never done anything like that. I'm going to open a private Telegram group for 1 month support with nervous system, and there I'm going to upload 4 practices connected with different stage of your menstrual cycle, and a guided deep guided meditation to release the blocks that might might prevent you from expanding and receiving what you desire to receive. Sometimes I have block in the throat, sometimes in the heart. Very often we have block in the sex, because this is the, you know, survival and abundance and safety. So we're gonna go with meditation through these blocks. So the private group and the private support there, I'm gonna be jumping there with Q&A and things like that. It's only 33 euros, so it's really, really nothing for 1 month. So those of you who feel called that, okay, I want to do another alignment step, what I can do, this is the place. So simply message me on Instagram in the next 48 hours, and I'm going to put you there in the group, and I'll start nurturing and holding space for you over there, so you can go a step further. So if you feel that, okay, it was nice, but I'm happy to finish there, super, super cute, no worries at all. In this way, what is my next offer? So now my full attention actually right now is to create a new program. I'm working on this program all summer. And in October, beginning of October, I'm going to launch a new program. It's gonna be called Becoming Her. And it's going to be a 6-month program. Every month will be dedicated to different things. The sacred rage, 1 month, sexuality, another month. We're going to work with nervous system and creativity and intuition and archetypes. So 6 months we will travel through different things. So I'm just planting the seed there that something is cooking behind the scenes, and you're gonna be first ones to know if you subscribe to my newsletter. So things are cooking, and tomorrow I'm doing the photo shoot, so everything is happening. It's happening. So this is the freshest updates about my world. So anyways, I would love to see you in my private Telegram group for the next embodied empowered step. If not, see you around. Stay tuned on Instagram. I'm going to be posting more information about nervous system regulation, and I also will post some book suggestions too on my Instagram story today for nervous system regulation. So this is it, my loves. Thank you so much for your presence, for your dedication, for your open shares, and cannot wait to see you in the next masterclass. I'm going to do something special next month. Much love, much health, much abundance, and much pleasure. Take care, my loves. Love you so, so, so much. Thank you for being live here.
Thank you so much. Bye bye.